Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Homestead Miami Speedway for the 44th event in the NAMAR Mountain Dew Code Red Series Season 3 action. It's the third race in round 3 of the playoffs, and on the front row are our heat winners from Heat 1, Adam Flickinger, and from Heat 2, Samet Oskin. Oskin getting the coin flip for the third time out of his 5 heat victories, and he will start on the pole position. Row 2, Nico Tringali, Enzo Nareza. Row 3, Bobo Jones and Hunter Braxton, who's the highest of the final 10 drivers here in the starting lineup. Joshua Sekuli, Dale Lightning, row 4, with Ryan Brommer and Cole Deaver in row 5. Seth Cole and Sky Commons are in row 6. Edwin Mendez will start 16th. Gardner 18th. Rich 20th. Dylan Young 25th and Matthew Logan 28th, but he is locked in with his win from Daytona. So that is your starting lineup overview as we have this race, the final race of round 3 that will eliminate 5 more drivers, and then the finale itself at Texas. Coming in, Braxton is the 5th man in with his tiebreaker over Sky Commons. Lightning 8 points back, Mendez 10, Gardner and Seth Cole both 17 points out. Logan, of course, locked in with his win. Rich, Young, and Brommer have a good points gap. Brommer's got 30 points over 6th, Young 36, and Andrew Rich 45 points in total above the cut line. We'll see if any of them lock in on points after the race here today, as we are actually a lot farther away from the command than I thought. There's still the battle going on for what will end up being 6th in points. Eli Bright leads that, 56 points over Zorlin. And for 21st, Sekuli has a 10-point gap over Nanako and a 52-point gap over Fitzwater. Now, here's the command to fire engines at Homestead.
Drivers, start your engine!
As the command has been given, the cars will pull off a pit road for the one lone warm-up lap. Set wrap. "67 laps of action around this track here in the main event. Everyone was able to make it 14 laps in their heat races. So we expect this to possibly be a one-stop, maybe a two-stop, depending when these drivers come to pit road. We don't normally see a lot of accidents here at Homestead. If we do get a quick one, likely everyone comes down and then they can make it on one green flag stop. But an all Ford front row for the first time since Indy. The last time that happened, it produced a manufacturer win not from Chevy. Chevy has won the last 3 races since then. Can Ford or Toyota break the streak again? Green flag is out. We are underway here at Homestead. Oskin leads them into turn 1, and he pulls away big time on Adam Flickinger, as teammate Tringali will get by him for second. Already some 3-wide action there between Brommer, Lightning, and Braxton. Samet Oskin will lead the first lap of the race here at Homestead. Tringali second, Jones third, and moving up towards them is Joshua Sekuli in 4th. Flickinger down to 5th. The entire top 5 right now are non-playoff drivers, combined with eliminated drivers, as Bobo Jones is making a move on 2nd place, trying to take it away from Tringali, as Brommer is peeking his car under Flickinger. Brommer peeking under Flickinger for what would be 5th, but he has to check up. He made the move at the wrong part of the corner. That allows Lightning and the Reza to get to his outside. As now Lightning will get by Brommer from the top side for 6th place. Could Dale Lightning have the fastest car in the race? You know, the top side, it's hard to make it work here. You have to have a pretty good race car. Jones officially moves up to 2nd. Brommer down to 7th. 3-wide battle for 8th between the Nako, Zorlin, and Deaver. As Johnny Gardner approaches the back end of the top 10. The Nako getting a pretty good run there on Brommer. He makes a look low off of 4. Not sure if he's able to hold that momentum. It looks like he was not. Lightning, however, was. Lightning looking for 5th place on Adam Flickinger, top 4, single file in front. And Casey Nanako will take away 7th place from Ryan Brommer. The Penske cars are strong today. And Lightning will go by Flickinger for 5th place. Tringali challenging Jones again for 2nd. James Ellison looking to move into the top 10. He's fighting Zorlin for that position. As both of the Hunt Brothers Pizza cars are battling now. Rich and Gardner running these schemes for Homestead and Pensacola. As Rich looks to move his way towards the top 10. Looking at your bottom of the results right now. Your lowest playoff contender at the line is Matthew Logan in 26th. Dylan Young 22nd. Mendez 21st. Braxton 19th. Seth Cole 18th. Oh, and a hard wreck between teammates. Nareza and Sky Commons just drilled the outside wall through 3 and 4. And the caution flag will wave. A heavy impact. I saw it out of the corner of my eye. Oh my gosh. And Sky Commons' car is destroyed. Him and Enzo Nareza got into it. Coming into the race, Commons was on the losing end of a tiebreaker with Hunter Braxton, and now he will be in a huge hole heading to Pensacola. He will be likely in a must-win situation as his day is done. And as predicted, everyone is going to come to pit road here on lap 8. And we should theoretically see the final pit stop of the day around lap 40, 42. So we'll watch pit stops here. They could be crucial. And then we'll take a look at the replay. So everyone coming into their pit stalls. Right sides are up. I wonder, anyone going to take right sides only here? Or if everyone's going to take 4. Oh yeah, right sides only for pretty much the whole field. Oskin out first. Jones second. Sakuli, Lightning, Nanako, Deaver top 6. Sorlin 7th. Ellison, Tringali. Ellison and Tringali were side by side for 8th, while Bright was side by side with Brommer, I believe, for 9th. But everyone on right sides only. So let's take a look at what brought out the caution. Alright, here we go. Now Nareza was looking 3 wide on Ellison and Zorlin, and Commons runs a different line, and he just turns down into Nareza, and contact is made, and look at this hard impact into the outside wall for Enzo Nareza. Front tires off the ground. Back end's going to clip the wall right there. You see Matthew Logan barely misses this. But Nareza's able to hit the brakes. Oh, Quinton Moore came really close. If anyone was side by side with Ice or Jagger, it could have been much, much worse. But it's a two-car incident for the first yellow here today. Tough break for Skype Commons. Let's take it on board. On board the 19 of Skype Commons. Oh, what a vicious hit. He'll have to win at Pensacola, depending where everyone else finishes. Let's take you to the race restart. Getting ready to go back racing here at Homestead. We're going to have 56 laps of racing remaining. Everyone took right sides only, so we'll have to see how that plays out for the effect of the racing. Drivers on 8-lap old left side tires. Likely everyone will have to pit around lap 40 to 43. So it will not be a full tire run to the finish. So pitting early could get you this race win. So many times we've come to Homestead and NRSL as the finale. So it's kind of weird being at Homestead and it not being a finale. Oskin leads the race. Jones second. Sakuli moved up to third. Lightning fourth. Nanako fifth. Deeper sixth. Sorlin seventh. Ellison eighth. Tringali ninth. And Ryan Brahma rounds out the top 10. Seth Cole 13th. Dylan Young 15th. Johnny Gardner 16th. Braxton 17th. Rich 18th. Logan 20th. Mendez 22nd. And I believe that's it. Yep. Commons officially will finish 39th, so he will only receive 4 points. So a tough break for him. A reminder that if Rich Brahmer and I believe it was Lightning, wasn't it? Rich Brahmer and Young, my mistake. If Rich Brahmer and Young finish high enough to where they are 49 points ahead of the next guy on points, they will be locked in to the final 5 only if we don't have one of our other 10 guys win the race. Right now 2 drivers would lock in on points, so at the same time there's still a chance for Rich and Young, who are the top 2 right now, to lock in. Brahmer could lock in with a win, or again if someone else wins the race, as Bobo Jones making a move on Samet Oskin for the race lead here on lap 14. Remember, these drivers are on old left sides. You see they're only running 30.2s at the front of the field. As Jones side by side with Oskin into turn 3. Lightning pushes Sakuli up the track out of the groove. As Bobo Jones will take the top spot. Ryan Brahmer now challenging for second. Lightning's going to make it 3 wide for third. Brahmer's wiggling there in the middle line, trying to keep it under control. And it looks like Oskin's car is just no good on old left side tires. A lot of 3 wide action going on as the cars who are faster on these new right sides try and move their way through the field. As Oskin will be put 3 wide to the top. Lightning looking for second, Brahmer third. And both of them will complete the pass on the 22. By the way, failed to mention it, but Adam Flickinger has plummeted to 15th. Dylan Young has made his way into the top 10. Same with Seth Cole. And Dale Lightning is challenging Bobo Jones for the race lead. Lightning, who's won 5 races this season, last win coming from Michigan in the round of 15, and he is by the 0 for the lead. In total, Lightning has accumulated 5 wins this season, 3 of which have come from intermediate tracks. And if he gets a fourth one, he could be feared at Texas. Lightning up to the lead. Brommer goes into second. Sorlin by for third. Dylan Young will pass Casey Nanako for fifth place. He's moving through the field. So is his teammate Audra Baran-Oscus, who's been eliminated from title contention. Dylan Young has not won a race since his win at Burlington a long time ago. First to 3 wins, but has not held that momentum since. As now he looks low side of Bobo Jones for fourth. Nanako will fall to 8th. Baran-Oscus in the 6th, Seth Cole 7th. So we'll see how many more drivers move their way up through the order as Lightning leads the field. Young with a defensive maneuver. He wasn't going to get to Jones's inside. He didn't want to end up like Nereza and Commons, so he moved up before the corner, and that allowed Baran-Oscus to get to his inside. As Baran-Oscus slides into turn 1 a little bit. Battle is on here for 5th. Seth Cole right there looking in 7th. But Young's got a strong car on that middle groove. Meanwhile, Zorlin battling Brommer for 2nd. And all the while, this is allowing Lightning to pull away. Young not giving up. Young's got no draft in the corner, and he is holding off the 21. Does he clear her down the back straightaway? No dice so far. There's a bit of a checkup by the 21. But she gets it back going mid-corner. And Baran-Oscus appears to have cleared Dylan Young for 5th. Sorlin's up to 2nd place. Rest of your top 10 once again is Seth Cole in 7th, Ellison in 8th, Bright in 9th, and Nanako rounds out the top 10. Actually, no, put Tringali back up to 10th. Hunter Braxton has moved up to 12th. There you see Andrew Rich in his 1 car. Matthew Logan right in front of him. Johnny Gardner is gone. Gardner has plummeted all the way down to 35th. Not sure what's wrong with his machine, but a bad race to have a problem in. It actually looks like the 11, no, he doesn't have any damage. That's just lighting. Ooh, Dylan Young, Seth Cole almost get together. That's for 6th. Remember, Young knows if he finishes high enough ahead of certain drivers, he could clinch in on points. As Jonathan Zorlin makes the move on Dale Lightning for the race lead. Here on lap 25 of 67. And lap times have fallen down slowly even more. The right sides have not cooked themselves completely yet. Once those right sides go, these cars will get really tight. So Zorlin will take the race lead away. Here coming to lap 26. Brommer to the inside of Lightning for 2nd. Let's go to the back of the field. There's Johnny Gardner. He can't even keep up with Benjamin Ice. I'm wondering if there was an incident on pit road, because he is a lot slower than expected. So a tough break for Gardner, who's likely down a cylinder from the looks of things. He will also be in a must-win position at Pensacola if this keeps up. Matthew Logan falling back down through the field. Not that he's got anything to worry about. He won at Daytona. There's Edwin Mendez, 20th at the line. Under pressure from RJ Bishop for position. Casey Nanako continuing to fall through the field. Frodemar Ott's a surprise driver in the top 20. Andrew Rich behind Deaver and Braxton. That is for 11th. Rich was making his way towards the top 10 on that last run. Can he make another effort here now? Tringali back up to 8th. Young got back by Baran-Oscus. Seth Cole got by her first, and now Seth Cole goes by Bobo Jones for 4th. Young will go by for 5th. As they'll look to hunt down the top 3. Brommer, Lightning, and Zorlin just running in a single file line. As we near the halfway mark here in Miami. Ooh, Lightning with a really good corner through 3 and 4. He'll make the move to the inside of the 00. As Young is making a move on Seth Cole. Lightning side by side for the lead with Zorlin. Seth Cole will hold off Dylan Young. While the leaders are side by side, it's a great opportunity to gain time. As Tringali now moves up to 6th, he has really been on the move, and I'm wondering if this 16 car took 4 tires instead of 2 like everyone else. And the lap times don't really suggest it. Lightning back to the lead. It looks like Brommer will take 2nd place, possibly. And indeed, that is the case. So Brommer back up to 2nd now. Zorlin back down to 3rd. How much does this let Seth Cole and the others catch? Oh, a decent amount. But Tringali has really been on the move. He's back up to 6th place. Looking to get his, what would be his 2nd win of the season. Jones has faltered back now in 7th. Baran-Oscus behind him in 8th. Ellison is 9th. Deaver has made it into the top 10. Braxton got by Eli Bright for 11th. Rich continues to run 13th. Johnny Gardner has fallen behind everyone. Definitely some kind of mechanical problem for the 98 machine that's hindering his performance as the lights have come on here at Homestead as the sky continues to grow dark. So we still seem to have our comers and goers here on the racetrack. As now Ryan Brommer has taken the lead back from Lightning as they fight side by side for the top spot. Brommer has to check up. Zorlin will get to his outside. That's for 2nd. But Brommer gets a good run through the corner and he'll clear back out. As all this battling enables Seth Cole to close the gap. Bobo Jones on back. They're not gaining a thing. So it looks like it's going to currently be a 6-car battle. Tringali thinks he's close enough. He's making a move on Dylan Young for 5th. But he made it at the wrong moment. He'll have to fall back in line here in 6th. Oh, he gets the bite though in the middle of the corner. And he'll try it again off 4. These 3 are in draft range now of the top 3. Lightning, Brommer, Cole, and Young could all clinch a spot in the final 5 with a victory here tonight as the caution is out on the racetrack once again, and it involves Marty Johnson. So yellow flag is out for the 2nd time today. And everyone will probably come in here for 4 tires and to fill it up to the end of the race. But a problem on the track involving Marty Johnson. It was in turns 1 and 2 from the looks of things. Does his car have damage? No damage on the 23, so I'm going to assume that this was a mechanical issue, as everyone will come down pit road. Johnson was running in the top 15, so a tough break for that 23 team. So we'll go to the pit lane 1 camera to see who comes out of pit road first. And the big thing to see now will be we've seen how fast these drivers are on right sides only. As maybe some strategy. Seth Cole's out first, Braxton second. Mendez third, Nanako fourth. Yeah, some interesting strategy going on. It looks like a mix of 2 tires and 4 tires here on the racetrack. This is insane. I don't understand this at all. Oskin plummeted. But Seth Cole and Braxton were out in no time at all. We'll be back for the restart after this quick break. Well, I think I've seen it all now. These are some crazy strategy calls by the front runners. Seth Cole, Hunter Braxton, Mendez, and Nanako, I believe, all took fuel only on their pit stops. Now, unless they've got some kind of special tire, I believe they're going to be eaten up by the field. Marty Johnson back on track, issue fixed, 3 laps down they are. Lightning 5th, Brommer 6th, Anderson moved up to 7th, taking fuel only. Young down to 8th, Tringali 9th, and Bobo Jones is in 10th. Sorlin fell all the way to 13th. Andrew Rich is down to 20th. Logan 23rd. Man, yeah. This is going to be an interesting race to the finish. 27 laps to go, excuse me. So we are back underway, and I just don't see this ending well for Cole, Braxton, or Mendez taking fuel only on their pit stop. Yep, there it is. Marty Johnson's got 4 freshies. Look how much more grip he has. Yep, Braxton just falling back there on the top side. Same with Seth Cole. And Seth Cole's going to come to pit road here. So will Nanako. So will Anderson. And there's a crash in the back. Cavanero and Onjack crash as these drivers pit. Did they take the yellow? They did. Maybe it was just a pit stop error on the caution, because they're taking tires now. Braxton plummeted all the way to 5th during that, as Brommer has taken the race lead. Mendez and Braxton will pit here, so now this is going to be interesting. They stayed out for track position. Now they're going to plummet to the back just to have a 1 or 2 lap advantage on their tires. I don't know if that's going to be worth it. I think they all should have just taken 4 tires under the yellow. The previous yellow at that. Let's see what happened to Cavanero and Onjack. Well, these guys are almost 4. They are 4 wide. Peter Onjack wants to pit. And he's just going to come down on RJ Bishop. Smack off the 42. And then right up in the Cavanero he goes. Nowhere for Cavi to go there. Just a dumb decision by the 90 of Onjack to try and pit like that. And that's what brought out the yellow. So let's take it to the restart. Getting ready to go back racing. Cavanero has retired from the race, so all three Joe Gibbs racing cars with a bad night today. Brommer's your leader, Young in second, Jones third, Deaver fourth, Lightning fifth, Tringali sixth, Sorlin seventh, Ellison eighth, Baranosky is ninth, and Rich is 10th. Marty Johnson got a lap back there due to the quick yellow and being in front of all the leaders. Braxton is down to 35th, Mendez 34th after they pit under the yellow. Meanwhile, Seth Cole, Anderson, and the Nako are 31st to 33rd because they pit coming to the yellow. So we'll have to see if that one lap matters over the course of these 22 laps. It's not a full run. So I don't understand why they didn't just come back down the second time around under the last yellow to take tires if they had issues getting into their pit stalls. Anyways, we're coming to the green flag again. Let's see if we can go green to the finish. Logan is 17th. And Johnny Gardner in 30th with his mechanical issues. But Brommer looking for a win to lock himself into the final five. Dylan Young going to be stuck on the top side here due to the lap car of Marty Johnson. So whatever was wrong with the 23, it caused them to have to stop on the track and get a tow, and then they fixed it, and they appear to be up to pace. This is really hurting Dylan right now. He's stuck behind the 23 on the outside. As Brommer leads them one lap down. 20 to go next time by. Jones gets it getting by for second. Deaver's looking for third. Young's going to make it 3 wide. He wants to get by the 23 now. Tringali's to his inside for fourth. Sorlin to the inside of Lightning. Ellison up here. Andrew Rich into the top 10. And Johnson will get cleared back in traffic. Brommer might have a challenge on his hands. Bobo Jones showed this speed earlier in the race on 4 fresh tires. His car, I guess, not that good on old left sides, new right sides, but he has got a fast race car nonetheless, and he is challenging Brommer for the lead. You see it there. Fastest lap time goes to the Bobo Jones in the race. But Brommer setting a fast lap of his own right there, a 7.97, showing he can drive the track fast too. Tringali's up to third. Deaver fourth. There's 3 wide madness behind them for fifth. Lightning, Young, Rich, all up here in this battle. But a lot of eliminated drivers are moving their way towards the leader. How are those that pit doing? Seth Cole's still only in 30th. Nanako's up to 27th. Mendez and... oh, where's Hunter Braxton? Braxton is all the way up to 23rd already. Mendez is struggling in 33rd. As Onjack seems to have significant damage. I think he's going to be a lapper. Onjack can't even get it in the 4th gear. This is going to be an issue in a few laps. But meanwhile, Braxton so far making good use of his 4 fresh tires. He's up to 21st. If he can get through the pack fast enough, he might have somewhat of an opportunity. How about Zachary Fitzwater? He's moving towards the top 10. Corey Riggs looking towards the top 10. There's Hunter Braxton. He just got by Martin Wild for 20th. And he sees the big pack of cars in front of him. It's all about making the moves in the right location. To the inside of Fernandez he'll go. That's for 19th. Sekuli trying to make his way through the field as well. 3 wide with Logan and Bright off of 4. Logan has to check up. It's back to 2 wide. Dylan Young has fallen outside of the top 10. He's racing with Corey Riggs for 12th place. Man, what a run for the 93. Fitzwater looking for 10th on Samet Oskin. Remember, the 23 is 2 laps down. Ellison in 9th. Rich is up to 8th. Sorlin making a move down low here, looking to get under Lightning, who was looking to get under Baranoskis. That's a battle for 4th between the 21 and the 10, and a battle for 6th between the 5 and the 00. Meanwhile, top 3 have pulled away. Brommer in the lead, Jones in 2nd, Tringali in 3rd. As they're going to approach Peter Onjak either this time by or next time by, likely this time by. So Onjak is just on the throttle around the racetrack. Depending how they catch the 90 here, it could allow drivers to catch up. Yep, they're going to get him right in the corner. It's going to hurt Brommer. He'll get down under Onjak before Jones can make a move. But that definitely hurt the top 3 a little bit. But now Baranoskis will face the same issue. Or maybe not. She might have done this correctly, yeah, so she was able to get through the corner the regular way. And now it's just a matter of, does anyone get stuck behind the 90, and it will be the 23 of Johnson. Johnson sees another position if he can get by the 90 again if this stays green. Samet Oskin will be the first to get held up. He will move to the bottom. Meanwhile, Braxton has made his way all the way up to 12th place, challenging Corey Riggs for 11th. Braxton might have the winning strategy. He stayed out somewhat foolishly, got a quick yellow, pit under the yellow. He's got the freshest tires and one of the fastest cars on the track. Yeah, look, 29.590 he set on the board. He just needs this thing to go green. A yellow might not be so bad, actually. Lightning is fighting Baranoskis for 4th. As Braxton will look underneath Fitzwater for 10th. You can just see how much more grip the 7 has. He's going to challenge Ellison here for 9th. Rich looking to get by Deaver for 7th. Lightning looking at a pretty good point stay here if he can get 4th. He came in 8 points behind Braxton and Commons. Everyone else has had a very good day though, so Lightning needs something to happen there. The Rich, Dylan Young has fallen down to 13th, so getting a top 5 here will be pretty key for Lightning. But Braxton's on his way through the front. 8 laps to go that time by at the line as Braxton is up to 8th place. Battle is on for the lead here too, so Braxton knows the time to go is now. Bobo Jones looking for the lead from Ryan Brommer. This could be the biggest thing Lightning needs to see, because if Jones or Tringali or someone not in the playoff 10 wins this race, it will confirm that at least 3 drivers will come out of Pensacola in the final 5 based on points alone. Brommer's in the top 3. He would get a good amount of points, maybe clinch a spot. The one driver with the best chance to do that would be Rich. He's now fallen down to 8th. Tringali will get by Brommer for 2nd. As they'll come to 6 to go, Tringali challenging for the lead once again. Braxton up to 7th. Now, the big thing will be is once he clears this group, if he can clear the group, does he have enough speed? Right now, Braxton's looking to the outside of Baranowskis. This is holding him up. He cannot afford to be held up here, or all those 4 tires finally getting drained. 5 to go. Braxton has to find the way by the 21 if he wants to make his charge towards the front. There's the move off of turn 2. Tringali now starting to lose ground to Bobo Jones. Jones looking for what would be his second win of the season. His first came back in the second race of Pukaka, right at the end of the International Tour. Braxton is by the 21 for 6th place, but I think time is running out for Braxton. He cannot afford to waste time on Zorlin or Lightning. Zorlin's running a bit of a defensive line here, but Braxton will dive it under him nonetheless. There's that mid-corner power by Hunter Braxton right by Zorlin for 5th. And even if Braxton doesn't get this W, these are great points. That's 2 more points for 5th for Hunter Braxton. Here at 3 to go. Does he make the move on Lightning for 4th? Yes, he does. And he's got enough juice to make it stick. It's going to be really close. I don't think Braxton will have enough time. It's really hard to pass more than 1 car in a corner. As we're coming to 2 to go, Bobo Jones leads, and he hears it in his ears. The spotter telling him, excuse me, Hunter Braxton is coming. Even if Braxton can't get to Jones, getting by Brommer could be huge. It would be 3 more points for him, 3 less points for Brommer. And yeah, Braxton, I don't think has the time to get there. And Brommer sees him coming. He's trying to set up Tringali for 2nd. White flag in the air as several drivers down pit road can't make it on fuel. Brommer was looking on Tringali, but he couldn't make a move. Now here comes Braxton. Bobo Jones was eliminated after the first round, but he's not let that stop him. Through turns 3 and 4, Braxton will take 3rd away from Ryan Brommer as he looks for 2nd off the corner, but it will be Bobo Jones getting his 2nd victory in the NAMAR Mountain Dew Code Red Series. And this means that at least 3 drivers will advance to Texas on points. So congratulations to Bobo Jones on his 2nd win of the season. And I will see you guys all for the wild race that will be Pensacola. First, let's see who had to come to pit road. It looks like Seth Cole might have. He finished 10.2 seconds back. Let's go through the top 10 here first. Nico Tringali 2nd, Braxton 3rd, Brommer 4th. Braxton had gotten through those lap cars faster. He might have had a decent shot at the win. But 3rd place, great day for him. Zorlin 5th. Lightning will get 6th. Baranowskis 7th. Ellison 8th. Fitzwater with the top 10 and 9th. And Andrew Rich rounds out the top 10. Dylan Young 14th. Logan gets 15th. Of course, locked in from his win at Daytona. Johnny Gardner rebounded for 21st. I'm not sure what was going on with him earlier in the race. Mendez only got up to 26th, so shockingly enough, Braxton's 4 tires got him all the way up to 3rd. But Mendez stuck in 26th. Seth Cole stuck in 27th. And then looking, let's see, who pit at the end there. Onjak, Catano, Ice, Fernandez, Jagger, and Watson all came to pit road at the end of the race. So apparently they could not make it on fuel. But that will do it here for me. Of course, Commons finishing 39th in a must-win situation, most likely. But I will see you all at Pensacola for the heat races. And then for the main event, it should be a fun one. See you guys then.